Hi, welcome to Math Class with Mrs. King. Today we are going to go over Module 3, Lesson 5. In this lesson, students are learning to subtract fractions with unlike units using the strategy of creating equivalent fractions. Okay, so with this one, the picture, they got it going for us. So they drew a picture for the 3/4. I'm going to draw a picture for the 1/3. Now, we have 3/4 take away 1/3. We cannot do it because the units are not the same. Okay, so we drew these lines going horizontal. We're going to draw these going vertical. So this shows us the 3/4. We're going to make the 1/3 here. Try to make them as even as possible. Okay, so just like we did with addition, we're transferring these lines. So we have 1, 2, 3 lines here. We're going to transfer those over here. Okay, and then these 1, 2 lines going vertical, we're going to transfer that over here. When we do this process, we're going to make the units the same because we cannot do the subtraction because we have fourths and thirds. So now I'm going to count how many shaded. 3, 6, 9. That will be my numerator. And then to get the total units, we know that this is 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 shaded. So I can put it, let's put it, you know what I'm going to do, subtract. I'm going to put the 4 here. And then the total units should be 12 because the whole point of doing this was to make the units the same. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12. Now that we have the units the same and we have renamed these fractions, 3/4 is equivalent to 9/12, so 1/3 is equivalent to 4/12, meaning they are the same amount. So now that we have the units the same, we can go ahead and do the subtraction. So we'll do 9 take away 4, and that will give us 5. And then we keep our units the same, so it's 5/12. Okay. Now there is another strategy. I'm just gonna stick to this strategy. Just drawing it like this. If you look in the homework helper at the beginning of the packet, it does show a second strategy that's a little bit different from this. Okay, so I'm going to skip to B. So here, find the difference. Use a rectangular fraction model to find common denominators. Simplify your answers if possible. Okay, so I'm going to draw one for 2/3. You can draw the lines going whichever direction you want. So that's my thirds. Shade in 2. And then now I'm going to draw a picture for my half. I'm going to draw the line going in the opposite direction. And then I'm going to shade in 1 out of 2 for my half. Again, transfer the lines. So to make thirds here, we did 1, 2 lines. So we're going over here with 1, 2 lines, making this into thirds. And then to make this into half, we did 1 line going straight up and down. Okay, so again, this process helps us to make the like units. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 shaded here. 5, 6, a total of 6 units. Subtract 1, 2, 3 units here. Again, the units should be the same because that's the whole point of going through all this process. So then you do 4 take away 3, you get 1. Units stay the same, so you write 6. Okay, let's skip down to B. Same thing. You're drawing it. Yeah, I just realized that you all didn't see that part. So what I did, I know you saw me draw the area models, but I just created the fractions. And remember, this fraction is equivalent to this fraction here, and then this fraction is equivalent to this fraction here. They're the same amount. We just renamed them so that we can have like units. Okay, let's do F. Okay, so remember, this one I'll do the shortcut. So a quick way to do it, you could just do 7 times 3. 7 times 3 will be 21. So let's just put it here. So we can make the units 21. So I'm trying to save us some drawing here because we have to do a whole lot of drawing. Okay, so quick method. Let's look back on what we just did. So just to confirm. So look at here, 4 times 3 is 12. So notice how we made the units 12 here. 3 times 2 is 6. Notice how we made the unit 6 here. And 5 times 2 is 10. Notice how we made the units 10 here. Okay, so you can use that method like if you have something larger, but then sometimes you're just gonna have to simplify the fraction or break it down or reduce it. So let's just see. Okay, so now when we change 7 to 21, we ask ourselves, okay, what times 7 gives us 21? So 7 times 3 gives you 21. So you'll do times 3 with that 5 to get your numerator. Just as the denominator increased from 7 to 21, the numerator has to also increase. Okay, so let's do it here. Okay, what times 3 equals 21? 3 times 7 equals 21. So we're gonna do 2 times 7 to get our new numerator right here. 2 times 7 is 14. Okay, so then we're doing 15, take away 14, that's gonna give us 1. And then we keep our units the same, so we write 21. Okay, so we don't have to simplify it or anything because we have a unit fraction here. All right, let me help you with at least one of these word problems. Skip to 4. Students, you are still responsible for doing the other problems. So Katrina needs 3/5 kilograms of flour for a recipe. Her mom has 3/7 kilograms of flour in the pantry. Is this enough flour for the recipe? If not, how much more will she need? I had worked on this and then I had to stop and say, wait a minute, let me go back over this. So you want to find equivalent fractions for the 3/5 and the 3/7 so that you can better compare, because the first question is this enough flour for the recipe? Okay, so this is what she has in the pantry. So I could just put that up there for a reminder. Pantry, and then this is what she needs here. Okay, so we're gonna make the units the same. So I'm gonna do that quick method where I do 5 times 7. I'm gonna get 35 here. And I'm gonna make 35 their common units. And then just as I change this numerator to 35 and this numerator to 35, I have to change the top numbers as well. So 5 times 7 is 35, so do times 7 with that numerator. 3 times 7 is 21, okay? Now, let's do the same over here. What times 7 equals 35? 7 times 5 equals 35. So do times 5 up here, and that'll give you 15. Okay, so let's address the first question. Is this enough flour? This is how much is in the pantry right here. This is how much she needs. So you want to say, no, this isn't enough flour. So it says, well, if not, how much more will she need? So now you're gonna have to do subtraction to figure out what is the difference between those two amounts. So I'm doing 21 take away 15. 21 take away 15 is 6. And then you keep your units the same. So you need 6 35ths. So how much more will she need? She needs 6 35ths more. Okay? Because it's not enough in the pantry. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I thank you so much for joining me today. Until I see you next time. Bye.